Thank you for coming all the way from Italy to California.
Thanks for having me. It's been
Yeah,
great.
I know you're in town for a convention,
hmm
but it's really cool that you came all the way up to see us on the Central Coast here. Do you like
Yeah.
it?
Oh, I love it. It's one of my favorite spots in California. So,
Yeah. So we've been in contact for what, maybe 2 years?
yeah. Yeah, it's been about 2 years.
Yeah. And then before that, though, I knew you like maybe 15, 16 years. I hate getting older. It's
You're dating us
yeah,
here.
yeah. Maybe like 17 years ago. Yeah, it was a while.
Yes.
So, anyways, but when we left off, like I remember that you were not feeling well.
Yeah.
You were a nurse,
hmm
and that was kind of a struggle because of all the lifting, and then you were always in pain,
Yeah, I
and
had
then
fibromyalgia.
my goodness, and then
hmm
I see you now 2 years ago. You show back up, and I see your Instagram. You've got like 12,000 followers, and you've got like a team of people that you're leading, and
hmm
you seem like you were relatively pain free. Like
Yeah.
you seemed a lot. I don't know. You had some life.
Yeah.
So what were some things that led to the changes?
Oh, that's a loaded question. It's a long story. How much time do we have?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was a journey. It's not one magic cure or pill, obviously. It was over a course of time. And initially, it was kind of also a journey of trial and error. And so discovering with nutrition, which having dealt with fibromyalgia many years, nutrition was a huge key. And I would say the other major component was um, addressing um, mm, emotional belief systems, negative belief systems, traumas, and dealing with all of that. So it was a combined journey. And then, of course, outside things, many other factors of health. But those were, I would say, the two key factors.
I think I told Erica if I ever write a book, it's going to be called "It's Not One Thing."
Exactly.
And then we did a raw vegan program for a while, and they're like, "This is gonna work," and then it didn't work. And then so
Mm,
we went back and I looked at the videos, and they said if it's not working for you, if nutrition isn't working for you by itself, then it's probably emotional.
yeah,
So we've also
exactly.
gotten into these emotional
Mm-hmm.
things too, but changing lifestyle as far as diet, and then also changing
Mm-hmm.
some of the emotional things and addressing that it's been interesting.
Yeah, I found the same thing. So y- if something's getting you to a certain point and then it's like you're blocked, usually there's an emotional component that needs to be addressed behind that.
Right.
Yeah.
But getting back to the nutrition side, like the emotional stuff, I feel like it's you can get out there, right? We've talked
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
you take a hard left, and all of a sudden you're like,
It's a
where am
wild
I?
ride.
Nutrition's also a little complicated, and I know that you did raw vegan for a
Mhm.
while,
Mhm.
and that's a lot of work. Like the juicing. I remember you saw an Instagram post I had done where I was juicing, and you're making not making fun, but you're like, I saw what you had out there.
Right. It
It,
was an ordeal.
and now you transitioned over. I remember talking to you, I think 2 years ago, like
Mhm.
January, and saying, I'm like, you don't juice at all anymore? Or do you hardly, like, how much juicing do you do now?
No, yeah, I do zero, the conventional juicing way. No, zero. But I did it for almost 8 years, raw vegan, avid juicer, loved it, loved what it did for me. That's how I became fibromyalgia free. But I didn't love the time it took. I didn't love all the chewing all day long. I mean, it felt like I had to eat all day long to keep up with everything, enough calories and whatnot. And of course, it got expensive, and it was just time consuming. So yeah, I don't do juicing anymore.
Yeah, I think we did 10-day juice. And you're trying to buy organic and you're trying to get it local. And like it, I watch like $10 a cucumbers, like,
And
like,
it
oh
tastes
no,
like this.
yeah. Like, oh
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
So you transitioned over into a nutritional program that
Mhm.
that you love, I'd say.
Mhm. Yes, obsessed. I'll be I'll be honest.
Yeah. And can you explain what that's like and why you made the change?
Yeah, and that's why I'm not juicing. So I didn't just give up that lifestyle and quit. So I want to be really clear. I transitioned thanks to this program because it being raw, dehydrated superfoods, focusing on hypernourishment, where it's giving you that quantity of food, where it's like you're getting an amount that you could normally never eat in a day of this raw, dehydrated nutrition. It allowed me to not have to juice and still get the same enzymes and the phytonutrients, antioxidants, all that in um, live food in the most convenient form. So in just 30 seconds, I literally could have a juice with 16 organic superfoods in it by just adding cold water, cold plant milk, shake and drink. And it's delicious. Saves me an hour, literally, because it would be an hour every morning.
Oh yeah.
And budget-wise, much more, budget-friendly. So that has replaced my juicing, my juicing routine.
There's a lot of like green juices out there. I know I talked to a lot of people like, oh yeah, I just do this. They do this green juice. Why do you like this company?
The company, for many reasons, I feel like I can trust them. I know the owners. They're people of integrity. They are transparent. They have a great mission that I align with, going plastic free, helping local communities. These foods are regeneratively grown. I mean, that's as high quality as it could get. So that, builds my trust. They're third-party test. I mean, they're testing, third-party testing, but also them in-house testing it 2 or 3 times to make sure, even DNA testing it. So they've built up my confidence to trust them, and I've noticed a difference. So I wholeheartedly believe in this, and I've done avid research on on supplements, on everything out there, and nothing has ever come close for me to put my name to or to put in my body.
Yeah, hanging around with you this weekend, I knew that you were into health, but what'd you say? It's almost like a hobby. Like
it's a passion.
Yeah,
I just love it.
Yeah.
I love living healthy.
And watching how you eat, you're like, what you do, no stimulants.
Yeah.
You do. And
meaning cacao or whatever else, sugars and things like that.
Yeah. Which this program has some things that you could do that have some stimulants in it, but you're just watch. I guess my point was just watching you eat so clean.
Mm-hmm.
I see that it's not even. I mean, it's like you do it for your health. You don't want to eat this or that.
Yeah.
But it's almost like you just love the intricacies of it.
I do. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with cacao, but for me, it acts more as a stimulant, so I avoid things like that.
Right. But unless you have a little chocolate.
A little piece of chocolate in there. That is my little vice. So can't give that up.
We've all got them. Okay. Yeah, so thank you for spending some time with me and talking about this program. We didn't talk about this before, but do you have 1 or 2 health stories? Because you've shared this program with other people.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you've seen where you're like, wow, that was really cool?
Yeah. I mean, so for me, I became fibromyalgia free doing the raw vegan lifestyle. It took me a full year. Which was worth it. I mean, the year was going to pass anyway. I might as well be working towards getting my life back in health. But now helping others with this program, I'm able to see those results in a month or less.
Wow.
I mean, obviously it's not in 1 month they do it and they're all, better. And there's a maintenance, a lifestyle to keep going. But I'm seeing people become pain-free. Ones who have been chronically ill, in chronic pain, chronic fatigue. And by day 6, they're out of bed for the first time in months, maybe years, doing their household chores with energy or getting more things done because they have that added energy to be able to now put towards living their life. And then we had one recently in just 2 days. She went from chronic severe pain. She would be curled up on her bathroom floor every day crying. And on day 2, she called and was like, is this possible? I'm actually pain-free and it's only day 2. And she was just used to a life of pain.
Wow.
So that's incredible. That's mind-blowing that you can see such speedy results. And I'm not saying that's everyone that quickly, but it's not uncommon.
Right. Yeah. We've been in this for a couple of years too, and we've been sharing it with people. And I've seen the same thing. Like you see some people have these amazing results right away, and other people, like you said, health's a journey. So sometimes the journey's like they were just needed to take a quick left here and they would have been fine. And sometimes it's like, okay, you got to do a few more things.
Exactly. Yeah.
You also, I mentioned at the beginning that you also had, I looked and you have like all these Instagram followers and you've built this kind of into a business too, making a healthier life.
Yeah.
What benefits have you seen with that as compared to how you were traditionally helping? You were helping people as a nurse, 1-to-1, which is great. You know, like especially,
I loved it.
The nurses got a lot of praise during COVID, which they worked very hard. And even like throughout now, you see how hard nurses work.
Yeah.
And you lived that lifestyle for how many years?
Oh, like about 16 years.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And yeah, that's great. Thank you for helping everybody. I don't know. I feel like that's what people say to nurses. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You helped my uncle.
I did. Yeah,
personally.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's true.
So you directly benefited my family.
Aw.
Thanks. But in what ways have this been, like what benefits do you see from helping people before they get to that point?
Yeah, that's the difference. So having done medical care, you're trying to kind of put band-aids on to get them at least up to par, so to speak. You're not really seeing the major results of them improving and getting better. You're kind of just helping them continue on their path in the most comfortable way, but you're not seeing like life changes or major life changes from the treatments and the care. Not to, I want to be clear that it serves and there's,
Right.
it's life-saving at times, but I'm talking about in general on a day-to-day basis. So on a regular basis, on a daily basis, I can now help people prevent things or maintain health or where they're at, really see great improvement and getting the quality of their life back. That's what I should have said before. You don't, as a nurse, I would say I didn't see people getting the quality of their life back. Not that they weren't helped in different ways, because of course they are, but not the quality of their life. That's a big difference. So that was what I enjoy now. That's what I enjoy now.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
And this is also giving you some financial freedom.
Yes. Yes.
Nurse, you're paid by the hour.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you work more than Erica, when she was working nursing, she'd call me up after 12-hour shift.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, they want me to work another 2
Yeah,
hours.
yeah.
She's like, it's time and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So
I remember those days, 16-hour shifts at times.
oh my goodness. And it's like, it's hard to say no, because it's like, okay, so you might be making, $100 in those next 2 hours, but what it does to your body.
You're exhausted.
How has this program, the way that you're able to share this and the way that they financially compensate you, how do you feel as compared to the dollars per hour kind of method that you were in?
Well, while it was good pay, you have to compensate your quality of life with what you're doing. So if you're working 12, even sometimes 16, oh, sorry, I'm trying to get out of the sun, but so I wasn't in the video or
that's okay.
in the clip, sorry. So you have to compensate your quality of life. If you're getting paid a good salary, which you do as a nurse, but in compensation, what you're giving is so much sacrifice, your back, your stress, emotionally, that takes a toll, because you might do your 3-day shifts, and then it would take a couple days to recover.
Right.
So in reality, you got to weigh that out. So with this, I've been able to create more time freedom, create financial freedom, work much less hours, very part-time hours, have the freedom to work wherever. And it doesn't feel like work. It's not physically straining. I can work anywhere I want in the world where there's Wi-Fi with whoever I want. That's another thing. I enjoy being able to choose who I want to work with in the medical field. At least my experience has been, unfortunately, it can be very toxic, the work environment. So there's a lot of stress there. I don't have that here. It's all, I look for
you're working
Mondays,
here. Yeah. Is this work?
Exactly.
This is kind of
you
work.
guys are my work partners, so I love it. And so it's a very different environment, even being able to choose who you work with. So that's huge. And then not trading dollars for hours. So if I didn't have enough PTO time and I was sick, I wouldn't get paid for the day. Now, I'm usually not getting sick, but if I take the day off, I'm still getting paid. If I'm sleeping, I'm still getting paid, which is a beautiful thing. So you're creating residual income, which is for long term, and while you're helping people. So yeah, there's no comparison.
Yeah. It seems like you're happy.
I'm happy. I am.
It's nice to have you here for the last couple of days, and look forward to seeing you at our upcoming convention.
Me too. Yay.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. And if you're interested in learning more, you can reach out to Christine, or you can reach out to me or Erica. I'll put some links below. And yeah.
Sounds good.
Thanks for your story.
Thank you, Aaron.
See ya.